Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us again. I am so glad to be here. I hope everybody is healthy, doing really good. So it's always a pleasure to always be here to talk to everybody. I just wanted to share some light on the situation of COVID-19 that is still going on out there. And also, I want to tell you guys that we welcome your solution and input. But as metaphysicians, we also wanted to share light on what is really going on and how to truly find a solution to this. Before we can start, I just wanted to take this chance and tell my teacher, Elmasio Godson, thank you so much for giving me the chance to make this video again. And this is part 5 of the video, the same video that we've been following all along. So let's start. First, I wanted to start with what is karma? Karma is just a vibrational situation, a form of energy that must be assumed. A person can assume it for a short term or a very long time. It all depends on how the person's conscience is working. How you accept the situation will allow you and your conscience to follow a transformational road that will help you to better digest what it is that you are facing. And sometimes you require that you gotta take a chance to seriously sit down and go inside yourself and think and wonder, what is this? What is going on? What is, surrounding me? What am I doing wrong to bring this? And if you can be honest with yourself, you find a solution. Also, I wanted to say today that this video, you guys are going to find it a little bit dense and very intense. But I want you to hang in there because there's a lot that I want to share with you guys. So keep on coming with me. So one way, after we talk about karma, right? One way or the other, we can all agree with the oracle. The situation of COVID-19 is really serious. Most of you all are going to say, yeah, of course it's serious. Yes, it is. That's why we are doing this video, to help everybody find a way to fight off the disease. Okay, so I want to step with this. What is a solution on the metaphysical plane? What is a problem? We have to clarify this concept in order to understand what we are really talking about. You must know that a problem is a solution that we have not used yet. When a problem poses itself, it is because before the problem there was a solution, and the solution is not creating the problem, but rather daring us to enter the dynamism of the problem so that we can understand, so that we can be able to work on ourselves. Not to work on nature, but to work on ourselves, okay? And we need to understand that nature follows a circle. It goes and it comes back. So each time we leave a problem that we refuse to face in the past, when the circle ends, it's gonna come back. And sometimes when it comes back, as a child needing your attention, it's going to keep screaming because he needs you to take care of it. So one way or the other, we really can't hide from it. We gotta face it. And you face it and you move on. And if you don't face it, it's gonna keep on coming back. Because remember, nature follows a circle. It's almost like a woman. What does she do when, for instance, the husband stops giving her attention completely? She is going to find ways to get attention one way or the other. If she has to throw tantrum, if she has to scream, if she has to do wherever it is, she's going to do it to get attention. I think everybody knows that by now. All right, so let's talk about what caused the problem. Generally, what caused the problem is to find a solution to a problem. The principle is to have the solution before the problem. Don't wait for the problem to come before you are scrambling your brain all over trying to find a solution. This is what caused the retardation of the solution itself. Simply because we wait for things to go bad. For example, imagine you have a food in your room that you forgot about. You're not going to take it out because you forgot about it. So or you're gonna wait till that food is completely rotten and smelling. And then you're gonna start thinking, something stinks here. What is going on? Then you're gonna start looking around to find the problem. And then you're going to find that food and you're gonna have to throw it out before, you know, your nose can go back to normal. So it's almost like COVID-19. COVID-19 has always been around us, has always been in nature. It's just that we humans have ignored it for so long that it came back as a problem. And now we have to deal with it. So we gotta find a solution. And I'm not talking about a type of conspiracy solution, even though there are plenty of conspiracy theories out there. But what is for sure is everything that is happening in nature is from nature, because nature is more powerful than anything else. And she let certain things happen because it is working to a karmic cause. Now, concerning the population, the artificial stuff are already in use in nature. So this means that nature already have a predominance of the artificial things. Nature itself positioned people so that certain things can happen. All of this comes from the nature of the conscience, given the fact that nature herself has a conscience, her own autonomy. This is something that we must understand. We are talking about solution to a problem. Now you will appreciate the thing in question, because the natural solution to COVID-19 exists already. And the problem of COVID-19 should never be. Really, the solution of coronavirus is what gave birth to COVID-19 problem. This is a key element. When you center your conscience and spirit and you let the problem of COVID-19 take over your mind, then COVID-19 becomes a problem. This is what metaphysicians are about. They are not going to research a solution. They are not going to research a solution because they understand that pre-existing solution is there already, way before COVID-19 became. A metaphysician usually looks at the problem and say, this is a challenge, this is a puzzle or an opportunity, and this is the thing that is coming to tell us that there's a solution, and we didn't pay any attention to it before. So now that it is here in our faces, we are obligated to pay attention to it and to find a solution. So we take it as a challenge, or sometimes we even take it as an opportunity of grace, because He gives us something to do. So I'm glad that you've understood part one. Now let's move on to part two. As a metaphysician, we've started to look at the pre-existing solution to define COVID-19. We've asked a question to know, given the fact that nothing can stay hidden under the sun and everything must follow a circle. If there's a problem today, according to the circle of life, way before the problem, there must have been a solution to that problem. And we simply ignore it. So we came back. I think we talked about that already. So now that we know that there's a pre-existing solution according to the cyclic of things in nature, it is very easy to understand that the solution gave birth to the problem according to the circle of things. Let's use this pragmatic example, if you will allow me. A child must stay in the womb for 9 months before it comes out. And if the child, depending on how the child look when they come out, we can almost tell if the child was born premature or came in full term. Very easy to tell. If the child is not doing good, you can tell. If the child came in certain form, or if the child just came 7 months early, you can tell. Same thing goes for nature. We can actually trace things and go back. Since nature follows a circle, we can actually go back a little bit and see when the gametes of the woman and the gametes of the male actually met, when the union of cells happened, and how they came up with the baby. And the baby is actually the solution, given the fact that the baby is what produced the problem to begin with. The baby needed those two to mate so he can become or she can become. So, like I said, we should look at the child that produce such opportunity or such grace as an opportunity for us ourselves to learn something new about us. All right. So let's come back to our subject. The child coronavirus is just a delivery of a pregnancy that follow a precise circle that we now know. But if we go back to the receding circle, the circle in which we are now, we will perfectly understand what solution of love, because love is always the solution, wants to be heard. What solution decided to show its problem? It defines grace opportunity so that we can hear it. You guys must return. You guys must return this seriously. Um, we the universe is the solution, which is the universe is the solution. Okay, it is just that we do not have our hands on the solution, which is the universe. Therefore the universe decided to be heard. For example, an object in your for example, if you are gaining weight, unless you try your clothes and realize that they do not fit you anymore, you will keep eating. So to attract your attention, the solution is going to use some type of periphery, a defiance, a problem or opportunity to get your attention so that you can use it to fix the problem. You must understand that the problem is not the cause, but a result for not using a given solution is what's bringing it. We have done something that is really fantastic. We went back to the very beginning of the circle. The circle that we are talking about is called solar unity, meaning a circle from the sun and the moon. The pandemic event that can affect humanity, man and woman, constitute of children that are the stars and the moon. These events take place from the electricity of the sun and the magnetism of the moon. And we find ourselves in a cyclic union, meaning a union between the sun and the moon. And the solution is managed between the sun and the moon. In the beginning, people thought that the outside heat could kill the COVID-19 virus, but they realized that Africa is hot and some of Africans are also getting the disease. So as you can see, it's not true. And this means that whether it is the colonies coming from the moon or the heat coming from the sun, the two will not stop this circle to keep on going and affecting the children of the sun or the moon. We are in a cyclic union that is conditioned by electricity and magnetism. I will make another video and talk about that later on. So to understand the solar unity, we must go back into the Apocalypse. It talks about a very important number, the number 666. It is true that that number holds numerous applications. Even though it is the number of the beast, it is also a human number. But what does the number 666 has to do with the cyclic unity? Just know that the number 666 is very important in the details, because we can read this from a million different angles. And this part of the Apocalypse, if you read it as the solar unity approach, you will understand that in reality, St. John is telling us that from the year 666, this period of 6 meaning the ordinary year, must apply according to the calendar. The solar unity is a circle of 33 years, showing that creation is still going on. You will reach a circle of 66 and then a circle of 99. If you want to have a microcircle, you must make a triangle. You have its beginning, that is 33, and the total will bring it to 99. Some will talk about 100, but in reality it is the end of a circle and it stops at 99 years. Then a new one starts. When you want to have a unity, a solar unity, 99, you have to divide 99 by 33 and it gives you 33. I'm sorry, you have to divide 99 by 3 and then it gives you 33. 33 is the solar unity, telling us that creation is still imminent. If we can recall, we went into the alchemical or into the Akashic principle of nature. And when this circle comes, there is forcibly some event that comes with it, always. I'm going to ask you to do something. You can do it or you don't have to do it. Write 6 and each time add 33 years, 33 to it. Don't get tired. You can use a calculator. 666 plus 33. But if this method is too long for you, do 666 plus 99 at the time. And when you add the 99 or the 33, depending if you are patient or not, you will see how many years will present itself to you. You will come up with a lot of the greatest years that have marked the biggest epidemic that have marked Earth. I've done it myself. If you keep calculating, you are going to end up with the year 2019, which is very extraordinary. So when you have reached the year 2019, then you will understand that this year is not a year of wager. Rather, the year is following a chronological order of things called the cyclic solar energy. Whether the virus was fabricated or not, what happened was inevitable. It was meant to be. And human couldn't surpass this one. It is important to know that at every 33 years an event will happen, but the biggest change that will affect us will happen every 99 years when nature has reached each cyclic lunar unity. Then we can understand how we have reached this year and why the year 2019 is an important year. If you understand this, then you know that nothing new is presenting itself under the sun. What is now was then, and what was before is now. And that is what we see nowadays. From this moment on, we know that there will always be a small cyclic event every 33 years. And then there will be a very big event that will affect the whole humanity. So this is what is important, and this is what is magical also. Because in a given moment, you are going to reach a circle of 33. And when you multiply 33 times 33, you will find a number that shows you that we have passed through this circle, and you will find the period in which we are in right now. People must know that before a problem comes, a solution has prompted a previous circle, and before this solution has not been taken into consideration, it comes back under the form of a problem screaming, throwing tantrum because it needs to be heard. This solution wants to be heard so bad that it comes as a virus. So now we see it creating problem so that we can pay attention to it, because it is time to make a show, to be heard and seen. So the solution has its own right to exist. So it makes it its own laws and rules in creation in order to help each human participate in the evolution toward consciousness. This is magical because you must watch this video again and again to truly understand what is going on. Because we also have found the solution to COVID-19. I can assure you that our solution works, and you do not need to take medicine or any artificial supplement to recover. In another video, we are going to talk about how to treat disease by using unconscious breathing technique links with coronavirus, because lots of people are generating anxiety, fear, anguish, which is causing the virus to prevail. So it is important to teach people how to get rid of this emotion so that we can move on past this phase. Okay? You must know that if a person's etherical body isn't affected, the physical body of the person will not get sick, because your etherical body is transmitting the capacity of your immune system. For your immune system is connected to your sympathetic system. Therefore, if you are unconsciously infected, it is normal that the road will be mainly open so that you can be more affected. I proposed a lot of series of solutions last time, and today we are going to continue with finding other ways to fight off the disease. The solution that we are going to use is simple. We are going to use water. Yes, water. Okay, water that you use to cook, water that you drink, water that you use to bathe. We're just talking about simple drinking water. And you need to understand that um, water is water has a very formidable memory, and no matter who you are, we are all connected to water. Water is universal. Water is in the cloud. Water is in the intermediate world. Water is in human. Water is on the surface of earth. Water is under the surface of earth. Water is within everything, and it moves through everything. So every time you use water, you are not only using water that's from you, but water that's connected to everything. This is why all the powerful magic starts from water, because water has a memory and an intelligence. Someone living in Africa, for example, can communicate through water and touch somebody that is living in the US. As long as the person can drink the water, we can touch that person. So if you want to magically affect someone, there's a law in magic called the laws of sympathy that people use. It is a basic technique that shows this. An example, if you are somewhere and someone is staring at you from afar, after a moment you can tell that someone is watching you, and instinctively you are going to turn your head so that to that person. You see, when the person was looking at you, they created a connection with you because that connection was there already, and the person already activated to get your attention. This is a very important law that shows that we are all connected. The very fact that you are trying to imitate someone based on how they are observing you will help you create a link between the two of you. This is another law that use dolls. Witches use dolls. All they need is probably your hair or your nail or your saliva to put on the doll. And I'm not going to give you all the formula for the doll because I don't want anybody to use it for bad. But just know that when they have something that belongs to you and they can associate it to the doll, it means you and the doll have something in common. So whatever they do to the doll is going to affect you. And that's how they do it. But we're not going to talk about the formula. So the same way you stare at the person and the person reacts toward you, you too must use an element that is in common. The fact that nature affects us all tell us that nature and us have something in common. Just like we have a spirit, an intelligence, and emotion, so does nature. So if anyone acts upon you, it is because you two possess the same common elements, and that is the same thing that is going on with the virus. The virus possesses a liquid, some kind of liquid, okay? Water and everything you also have. The virus possess all common elements that we have, and this is why the virus is affecting us. I believe you understand this very well. We are going to use the magic of water to contain the virus, even though the virus needs to use water. For example, they say this is a lot in the convent. For as long as a person can drink water, when they drink water, I want this to happen. I am not going to give you all the formula because you are going to use it to attract a woman into your life. So we're not going to do that. Okay, all you have to do is communicate with water. We teach this to our students in magic, but they do it according to a given lesson. All you have to do is communicate with water and tell water that as long as the person is drinking water, the person must think about you. And each time the person is using water, the person is going to think about you because you let a digital print in the water concerning the person in question. With a precise technique, as long as the person touches water, they will think of you. It's just a cool idea. We are not going to use it in that sense, but we are looking for how to use this to work against COVID-19. All we have to do is use water to beat COVID-19. I have done it myself and it worked for me. That is how I'm sitting here talking to you guys. And you need to watch some of our previous video to catch up with what we are talking about today. The technique that I'm going to give to you all is tied to your emotion. And from the moment that you start seeing results, let us know, please. To succeed in this technique, all you have to do is use a bottle of water. You can also use a simple bottle. Wrap a plain paper around the bottle of water, and when you wrap the paper around the bottle of water, I want you to write meaningful things. Don't write COVID-19. Write things that are going to benefit you. That means something, okay? On my bottle, I wrote, I wrote, I am the unlimited and infinite health, because that's how I feel. That's what I want. And I wrote other things also at the bottom. You don't want the bottom of the bottle touching the floor. So I wrote something on it. I said that I have a perfect health. I am in harmony with all the laws of nature. And also, you can also write peace. I wrote I am peace. I am peace with myself. I am peace with my health. I wrote those type of things on it. So truly you can write whatever you like, but it must mean something aspiring, okay? Don't write the word COVID. Please don't do that. And don't write anything negative either. So whatever follows must be positive and valuable in terms, okay? It's very easy. You can do this. And after you do this, use some more paper if you want to write some more stuff that you like, okay? For example, my spirit, my soul, and my body are in perfect harmony. Like I told you, that's what I wrote on mine. And write as much as you like on it. And let water, and you gotta let the water sit for 13 hours. 13 hours before you drink it, okay? And then you can fill the bottle, the same bottle up again. Leave it there for another 13 hours. Then you can drink it. I'm gonna drink my bottle of water. I've made so many, and I'm gonna keep on drinking it. It's gonna keep on working for me. So I want you to do it. I can always keep on drinking water, but the ordinary water that I have at home doesn't mean you don't stop drinking that one. Keep on drinking water. Or if you finish the bottle, pour another one in the bottle and drink it. Let it sit for 13 hours and drink it. But do keep on drinking water, guys. So and I also want you to have an open mind. Please, you need to keep an open mind about this. Because a lot of things in nature happens and they're not natural. You just, I don't want to talk too much about that, but I'm just saying. So, you need to understand something. I don't know, but in Africa, where I'm from, remember that when you go to Africa, the first thing that they give you is water. And when they give you the water, you must pronounce some word before you can drink the water. And you must pour some on the floor. This is because water is the carrier of magnetism and vibration. And even the written ones, and this vibration is what is transmitted to the ground. When you pour it, you are pronouncing peace, okay? This is another word that you can write on the bottle. Write peace. Peace in my soul, peace in my spirit, if you like. Whatever you like. The key is to know that's what you really want. You gotta know what you want. You gotta know what you want. I want you to really do this, and if you like, make comments and tell me if it works or not. Just remember, write something on the bottom and don't put it on the floor. Keep it for 13 hours, and after 13 hours, drink it. Make as many bottles as you want. Anyway, I'm at the end of my video. I just want to say thank you so much for giving me a little bit of your time today. Stay blessed and see you next time. We have another video coming up. It's going to be part 6. Stay blessed. Be healthy. I love you all. Bye.